Hey, welcome. As you guys know, I've been working on these perky molds, and I have yet to make a part. I still have one more, no, actually, a couple of more molds to make, but those videos are getting old, so we're going to make a part. Now, I'm not going to do it with epoxy resin because it takes too long to set up. It'll take a day to set up. So I'm going to make the first part with I don't know what you the regular resin, fiberglass resin, because within 2 hours I'll be able to see what the part looks like. That will not be a part that I'm going to sell, but I want to see that this thing makes a nice part. So let's get to it. Really love my scissors. These are great. Okie dokie. Let's get the scale. Oh, I don't need a scale. This is by volume. Okay, so 4 to 1. No. 4 ounces. We're going to mix up 4 ounces of resin. However, 100 grams is 3 ounces. Yeah, we'll mix 4. Bando! Yeah, it's 4 more or less. So 40 drops of MEK. I better get some gloves on. Now I've learned my lesson. I have all my layers cut and pre-staged because this goes fast. Now, when you work with epoxy resin, you got a lot more time to a lot more working time. You probably got 40 minutes to an hour. But with this stuff, you got 12 minutes to get your shit together. Let's see, I need the toe. I wanna do this exactly as I'm going to lay it up in epoxy. So we need the toe, which is, what did I do with it? It's right there. And we're back to this nonsense again. It gets to the end and it splits. We're going to run a spar across this way. I'll change camera angle here in a second. And this would probably work for the ribs. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're not building a watch here. Okay, so we need to get rid of this. When I go to bag it, it's going to be a bitch. Gloves. All right, let's change camera angle. Now I want the skin rich, so I'm going to paint fiberglass into that. Hopefully the breather cloth will suck this all out. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, we got we need 40 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40 drops. So this is an experiment piece because I don't want to waste my good epoxy resin. I didn't get a brush out. Better get that ready to go. Okay. Letter rotator chip. I think it'll be. This will be a quick video because we're not going to sit around and watch this stuff dry. I guess I could make the other mold, but that mold making it's kind of boring. Sticky. This stuff is so staticky and sticky. Oh, don't do that. Come on, get off there. We'll forego the ribs on this one. I've got to come up with a better way to put this down. It doesn't stick to my gloves. Get the pieces cut. Yeah, I might have to do this barehanded. See, all this shit sticks to the gloves. Okay, let's saturate this. Well, it don't take 4 ounces, so it won't take 100 grams. Might take 200. Okay, let's suck it down, get the breather on it, the peel ply. 2 coats, 2 layers of breather. I got 3 on there, so that should suck up all the excess resin. Take these stupid gloves off. I'll get it in this bag. Yep, not a very exciting video, but at least it's a video. We'll get on there and yeah, we're still in good shape. I hope this works. I hope it creates a nice part. We'll see how good I did the mold. Now the wind's blowing its ass off again. Seems like winter just ain't gonna let it go. Okay, let's pull it down with the big pump. Little pump didn't have a whole lot of volume. I mean, it'll hold the pressure on it, but let me turn this one back on. I think the other one sucked it down tighter. Where you going? All I'm doing here is helping the breather cloth, or the this breather cloth, suck up some of the resin I put in there. And it'll be nice when I make the epoxy parts not to have to work so fast, because in just about 2 minutes, this thing's going to start smoking. I hope I got it right. If I'm going to make mistakes, I want to do it with the cheap stuff. That's basically it. Are we leaking somewhere or what? So check back tonight. 7 o'clock, we'll have a part. I think I may need more breather under there. A couple more layers of breather, because I think it's clogged off. So we need a piece of breather. I think I used it all up on the last one. Oh, here we go. What it's doing is it's sucking down onto the plastic and not allowing any vacuum to get in there. So we'll just make us a buffer. Yeah, it's starting to set up, so I got to get on it. This thing ain't working. What's the deal? It is, but it's very low pressure. It's working. Let's suck it down with this one again. Keep this run here. Oh man, see? We'll just leave the big one run. Got resin in the tips. Get that damn thing to run. That. Well, now it's just a matter of letting this cure and taking it out. But I might have to think of some other way to do this because this pump doesn't pull it down tight enough. Yeah, maybe. It just doesn't move enough air. Maybe that's why they did a vacuum can. They put this inside a can and somehow that made it stronger. I'll have to go back and revisit the thread. And that's how long you have to work with this polyester resin. Woo, it's hot. Is that long? And you get a hockey puck. It's called Exotherm. But with the epoxy, it doesn't do that as fast. It takes an hour probably before it goes off like that. So if this works, we'll pull another part using the epoxy and we'll be on our way to making a perky. I want to see what this trimmed up weighs. I'm thinking it's going to be an ounce. So it'll be a 2-ounce wing. And a 4-ounce fuselage, that's 6. Rudder and 8 stabilizer should be another 1.5 ounces. So about 8-ounce airplane. Of course, I don't know if I get the phenolic for the motor mounts That shit's really heavy. Is there anybody watching this video that recognizes this engine? It belonged to Rusty Knowlton. Somebody had narfed the back of the exhaust port up for some reason. I guess they used it on combat airplane but it's got a Nelson head and plug on it. And I'd like to know if this thing's a screamer. Because I guess I'm going to go with my original plan and use this engine for the first one, for the prototype. And you can't fault my airplane for the engine not being fast. These speed events are more a machinist's event. Tinkerer. All right, this is a short video. I'll be back when this is cured. We'll trim it up, see what it weighs. I think it might have kicked off already, but we'll wait till 6 o'clock to demold it. All right, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.